It was really exciting when I got cast in Boogie Nights and I got to meet him. He's really like a good sport, you know, he's not like a snob. I think he's really entertained and enjoys people. You never get the feeling like he's looking down on people because he has this huge amount of experience and because he's so smart. He did a few card tricks for us on the set, I remember. Everyone was like, please, please, please do a card trick. And then one day we were all sitting around, he finally did it, and we were just like, oh, you know.
There was one day, there was a lot of, I think this is the first time I got to see something really in front of my own eyes, that close. And Ricky, we were shooting in that house, and Ricky kind of said, okay, all right, everybody calm down.
It was when we were at the Burt Reynolds house set, and we were all sitting around, and everyone was just kind of bored waiting for like the next setup.
And he had, I think he had John Riley and Marky hold a newspaper up across the room, and he threw a card through the center of the newspaper, making a slit like that. And everyone was very impressed by that. But then they were even more impressed when he threw another card through the slit that he'd already made, like that. And that's kind of when everyone just... There's just a real silence in the room. It wasn't, I don't think anybody was really even excited. I think it was just quiet for a moment or two, and then everyone was excited. You know, sort of one of those intensely dramatic moments.
I mean, that was kind of a chaotic movie, to do a movie about the porno business. And so it just felt like he was kind of watching, and I think that Nina Hartley was there. And she's a really famous porno actress. And it was just a funny mix of people. You know, like here they are talking to each other. And I remember actually when he brought in this picture of himself, he was in Playboy. And we were all thought it was like so funny. And here he is like doing these card tricks and there's like a naked woman and he was in Playboy. And it was really funny. He just seems like he's very present in the moment, and he also seems like he's very much enjoying situations and people. I feel like he's just kind of got a wry sense of humor about everything that's going on. But I remember when I saw his show, nothing really prepared me for actually seeing it. Like, I was blown away. I just thought it's so original what he's doing. I just felt really like kind of chills that he's doing something so unique and so, you know, obviously magical, but just it feels kind of old-fashioned, but in a modern way. You know, I can't think of anyone else doing what he's doing, and I felt really just inspired that he's doing something so purely, something that he loves and wants to do, and it's so original and unique and purely him. There's no one doing that.
I saw House of Games first. That was 1987 or 86, maybe something like that. I thought he was a fucking, you know, I thought this guy's like a cold-blooded killer, you know. When I first saw him at the poker table there, I thought, man, what jail did they drag this guy out of, you know? I think I love the way that he spoke. You know, Ricky has a pretty amazing way with words. Really amazing way with words. So the way the words kind of come, they come tumbling out, but they're sort of, he rides them, they're aggressively ridden. I don't know what it is. It's hard to explain a bit, but I was just sort of bowled over. I went to his office that he used to have on Sunset Boulevard, where I actually thought that he might have an office because many years before that I'd been driving down the street and I saw him walking down the street near there, actually more than once, and I was very excited. There's Ricky Jay, you know, walking down the street, and then I saw him again. Oh, there's Ricky Jay. I wonder if he's got an office around here, you know, I thought. And so I went to his office to meet him, and I knew that I wanted him to play the part. I wasn't auditioning him. I was just asking him to be in it, and I was asking him to do it. And he, I think he was just really sort of skeptical, like he didn't really know who I was, you know. And the movie was about pornography and that sort of stuff, and so I think he was just sort of looking at me like, what the hell's going on here, you know? I have a day job and I make a fine living without you, so what do you want from me, a little bit in that Ricky way, you know. It's very loving and welcoming, but very skeptical at the same time, you know. Anybody can act, really, but certain people have a certain kind of life force, you know, and just a way and a manner that lends itself towards being incredibly charismatic in the movies. And I think Ricky has that. I mean, he's a performer, and he's a performer. So I mean, if you can perform magic, you know, like he can, then acting's probably really boring and easy. I was remembering something, amazing that Ricky said to me once. I was asking him, you know, how are you able? How do you trust anybody? You know, I'm so kind of aware of the cons and the ins and the outs and all this sort of thing. And he said to me that until somebody shows him that he can't trust them, you know, he has no reason not to trust them, which I thought was pretty amazing. You know, that someone so sort of skilled and aware sort of instantly said, I have no reason not to trust you, you know, until you show me that I can't trust you. I thought that was pretty amazing. That always kind of stuck with me.